Welcome to Viral Wonders, where the impossible becomes reality. From nature's raw fury to heart-stopping close calls, every frame is a story worth telling. The camera never blinks, and neither should you. Hit the like, subscribe, and buckle up. This driver had no idea what was coming. He drove straight through hills that looked safe until nature decided otherwise. She didn't stand a chance. One gust of wind and her scooter lost all control. A terrifying reminder. When the wind roars, all you can do is hold on or run. Everything seems calm until boom! In wealthier nations, disaster response is swift, but in poorer regions, floods become tragedies. No warning, no time, just water swallowing lives and homes. This car driver felt something was wrong. He started his engine and took off just in time. Nature hides its wonders in plain sight. Talk about luck and timing. This girl managed to save her car just in time, but the man nearby, frozen in fear. Moments later, a massive rock slide crashes down. Wind isn't just a breeze, it's a force of nature, flowing from high pressure to low. It gets dangerously intense in tight spaces. A crowd gathers near a hill, sensing something off, and then it happens. An entire section of the land gives. Salute to the brave soul who caught this jaw-dropping moment on camera. Planes lined up on the runway ready for takeoff. But then, disaster strikes. Violent winds tear through, slamming into aircraft. Caught in a storm. Rule number 1, park your car somewhere safe and stay put. This clip shows exactly why. You can't outrun what you don't see coming. Dust clouds like this don't just block the view, they consume everything in their path. This busy road suddenly turns into a scene of chaos. Something feels off, and then panic. People scramble uphill as the land itself comes crashing down. Take a deep breath and witness this. An absolutely breathtaking moment caught on camera. Something strange is forming between the hill and the sky. Then suddenly, boom! laborers were lucky. Moments after they cleared the area, the entire landslide face came crashing down onto the road. Just a few minutes difference. Life or death. Look at these beautiful huts, floating like boats in rising waters. It's mesmerizing, until you realize how deadly those waves can be. Near the coast, beauty can turn into danger in seconds. The windstorm strikes with cinematic drama, twisting downward and slamming into the earth with full fury. A massive tsunami barrels toward unsuspecting people on the beach. In hilly regions, nature feels peaceful, until it turns. These tourists were lucky. Quick thinking saved them from a shocking disaster that struck just moments later.
निकाल निकाल इस पहाड़ से गाड़ी निकाल
Terrifying and unstoppable. This flood swept away everything. Cars, homes, even roads. When water decides to move, nothing can stand in its way. A peaceful morning, a busy cafe, and then panic. This is going to be wild. Look at this. Just when everything seems normal, a massive dust cloud explodes into view. Nature doesn't knock, it storms in. The sheer power left everyone frozen in shock. A heartbreaking reality for many. It feels like a scene straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster, but this is real life. Imagine watching your home disappear before your eyes. Floods don't just destroy buildings, they wipe out years of memories, dreams, and livelihoods. According to the Global Displacement Risk Model, around 14 million people are forced to flee every year due to floods and disasters. This boat was a beauty, until the sea decided otherwise. One wave and it was gone, dragged helplessly into the deep. Nature doesn't ask for permission. This man's calmness amid chaos is powerful. His bond with nature is something we can all learn from. Respect, patience, and wonder, captured beautifully.
Holy. It just ripped it in half.
This flood is at its peak, unstoppable and furious. Everything in its way, gone. All we can do is hope and pray for safety. People build huts in these scenic spots hoping for peace, but nature's mood can change without warning. Dust storms can look peaceful from afar, but don't be fooled. When the gusts pick up speed, they sweep everything along, leaving destruction in their wake. Oh no, an earthquake strikes. The ground is shaking, panic spreads, and this boy runs without a plan. Triggered by a powerful 7.4 magnitude earthquake, this landslide came roaring down the hills. The sea is calm, too calm, and that's the danger. Silence often comes right before a massive tsunami. When nature unleashes its fury, it humbles us all. Humans may build and plan, but when the storm hits, we're reminded just how small we really are. You've never seen clouds like this before. They twist and swirl like a living painting in the sky. Beautiful, bizarre, and totally unforgettable. A huge Bowser flows with terrifying water pressure, dragging debris, rocks, and everything in its way. It's not just a flow, it's a flood with muscle. A monstrous flood wipes out everything in seconds. Rockfalls may seem random, but they're nature's way of reminding us who's boss. Triggered by gravity and weather, these falling giants can crush roads, homes, and lives in seconds. A rare, jaw-dropping moment, a perfectly shaped cloud floats across the sky. It's peaceful and surreal, and feels like nature showing off just a little. Landslips like this usually bring disaster, especially during flood season, but today, pure luck. The massive collapse missed everyone by seconds. Windstorms are wild enough from afar, but up close, they're terrifying. You can feel the roar in your chest. It's chaos in motion. On the road, everything seemed normal, but out of nowhere, this ordinary windstorm shattered a vehicle's windshield. Never let your guard down in weather like this. Flood risk isn't just for villages, city life is vulnerable too. Rooftops channel rain and pavement block absorption, making urban floods faster and more destructive than you'd expect. This flood forced families to flee, leaving behind memories, belongings, and a deep sense of loss. This bridge was built strong, but even that wasn't enough. The raging floodwaters tore through it like paper. In Yemen, a massive rockfall crashes down from a hillside and slams into a neighborhood. It feels like a Hollywood action scene, except it's real. This flood carried everything in its way: cars, furniture, dreams. Residents stood frozen, terrified by the scale of loss. A crowd stood by the hillside, unaware of what was coming. Then, a landslide turns chaos into a mad dash. In hilly areas, people live with constant uncertainty. Stones slipping may seem routine, but this clip proves otherwise. Watch closely. Behind the beauty lies the danger. One slip, one collapse, and the scene turns from postcard perfect to perilous. Tourists in snowy regions face tough conditions, but they adapt. Through cold, delays, and blocked roads, their spirit stays strong. This truck tossed around like a toy, a clear reminder: when wind takes over, size means nothing. Look up, what a stunning sign in the sky. It's like nature's painting a masterpiece. A massive tsunami barrels toward a man standing unaware. The storm is in full rage. Look at these fan blades spinning out of control. In the middle of a peaceful wheat field, a fire breaks out, spreading over 2 acres. The farmers watch in shock. This is rare. Snow falls on one side while the other side stays dry. A train halted on the tracks. Why? This brutal windstorm swept through everything in its path. Shout out to the person who captured this incredible moment. Respect.
Right over us. Hold on.
And that wraps up today's journey through the raw, untamed power of nature. From jaw-dropping escapes to once-in-a-lifetime captures, every frame reminds us just how wild this world can be.